Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is wine and where to find it. So I'm standing between two people who are bringing great wine to Key West in kind of a surprising way. We're at a small neighborhood restaurant called Flaming Buoy. The owner is standing next to me, and one of the people who provides wine to this restaurant is on the other side. Tell us how you make this wine list so interesting and why, Scott. This is a personal project of yours.
Yeah, so when we opened the restaurant, we felt that just like our menu and our restaurant, that our wine list should also be unique and reflective of something that's a little bit different for people to experience.
And you picked wine according to how you liked it, right? Without even knowing what it was? Is that correct?
That's actually exactly right. We didn't like to know anything about the wine when we would taste it. So when we chose our list, we could actually say that like we picked every single wine, my partner and I. Like we both agreed. If we didn't agree on a wine that we tasted, we didn't get it.
This is a small restaurant, like I said, but it has kind of a big restaurant wine list, right, Stephanie?
It does, yeah. Well, actually, one of the more eclectic lists in town, I would say. More interesting, yeah. They tend to pick brands that people don't necessarily know. I mean, you do have some of the larger, better-known brands that sort of sell themselves out there, but I feel like you've chosen wines where a lot of them have a story behind them and something to actually talk about beyond just the the taste profile. So
yeah, so kind of small vineyards for a small restaurant to have a really unique taste experience.
So kind of as the name suggests, they really only import very small family-owned wineries that have to make less than 10% of the largest producer in any given region. So every winery kind of has a family story. It's more of a passion for the people behind it. And then we also have a couple of Washington State wines here, which have a really fascinating story behind them. This is a really interesting project from Alan Shoup, who created Chateau Ste. Michelle. He's a very well-known Washington wine guy. So he felt like Washington wasn't really getting recognition as a world-class wine-growing area, and collected who he considered to be the best winemakers around the world to come and make whatever their signature varietal was. So this particular wine is made by Randy Dunn, who has Dunn Vineyards. So he's making this Cabernet out of Columbia Valley, Washington, and it consistently scores 93, 95 points. I think the 2012 got in major publications. So really, really sought after. It sells out every year. And you guys are one of maybe 2 restaurants in town that carry this line. So it's very unique and really for people who know their wine people but wouldn't necessarily know the big name, So it's it's a great wine.
So if you take a risk here, you take a walk, find this little neighborhood restaurant, meet the fun guys who own it, and they'll always have stories. The menu, every item has a story, and now you know that the wines also have a story. And that to me is a fantastic dining experience. That's why I love coming here and seeing what you guys do together. Thank you very much. I look forward to my next meal and my next night out at Flaming Buoy.